Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. This is Susan once again. I'm so glad to be here once again. It's been quite a while. You've been busy with a few things, but I have some time, so I'll try to post this video. I guess it will be helpful for you. How is work? How are your families? How is everyone? Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for posting to your fellow colleagues to watch them as well. And thank you for advising me wherever possible. So I greet you again in the name of the Lord, and I'll start off. Last time we had talked about painful periods or dysmenorrhea, and we saw that we have two kinds. We have the primary and the secondary. So we'll try to discuss a little bit about it, and I guess someone was able to find useful information. So today we are going to talk about the normal pain of periods, how it can be managed, like how can you manage your period pain. We all have different intensities, but I want to talk about the few things that we can do to manage this pain. So one of them, the basic thing is, I'll just give 10 of them, but one of them is exercise. If you have painful periods, even if they're not so painful, it will be always so good to do some exercise, especially prior to. Yeah, you can do it before. Maybe if you'll have your period in the coming week, try to do a little bit of exercise so that it doesn't come so painful. Whenever I try to do exercise, there is a way it eases that expulsion of the blood from the uterus or the menstrual cramps. So try to exercise a little bit. There could be sit-ups because this helps to strengthen the lower abdominal muscles. So try some simple exercise, walk a bit. So if you're the kind of person who is having a sedentary lifestyle, try to move around, walk, do a little bit of jogging. It could be exercise within your home or even outside. So try to exercise and you'll feel the difference. You won't have very painful periods or painful periods as they might have been the previous time. So try out exercise, that's the first thing. Second thing, some people have issues if they take milk products or milk a week to their periods, because it's like there is more stimulation of prostaglandins production, and these are the hormone-like structures that are responsible for the contraction of the uterus to expel the menstrual blood. So if like you have that problem as well, try to reduce the intake of milk and milk products a few weeks or a few days to your periods. This will be helpful to reduce the pain. Then other thing is medication. You can use over-the-counter painkillers, Panadol, ibuprofen, diclofenac, such. So you can take some of those to help you reduce the pain. But if you really don't have that much pain, I would advise try to avoid the use of medicine as much as possible, because some of them, like ibuprofen, they affect your fertility somehow. So for some people, there is that issue. So if you can't, try to avoid, but if there is that pain that calls for the use, then it's okay, you can use the medicine. Then hot water bottles, you can get a hot water bottle. Most of them are plastic or rubber kind. They are rectangular in shape, so you can put the hot water in it. Most people have that intense back pain. So if you have such a kind of intense back pain and lower back and lower abdominal pain, you can get your hot water bottle, put your hot water, make sure it's well sealed, fix well the lid so that you don't get water burns. So after sealing it well or covering it well, put a cloth around it to protect your direct contact with it. So put a cloth around it, then you can put it in your back. This will help to reduce the cramping or the pain. You can also put it on the lower abdomen. This will also help to reduce the pain. So we have also warm bath. You can have a warm bath. This also helps you so much, so it will relieve you from this pain. Take plenty of water, especially hot water or warm water. You'll feel the difference. This helps to reduce the cramping pain that you get to feel. There is also a way to help maybe to dissolve the blood clots if you have those clots. So it's a little bit helpful in that way as well. So you can also do that as well. Try to take more of hot drinks or warm drinks than cold drinks. So during your periods, hot drinks are more helpful. Soups, water, tea, coffee, they are more helpful than cold drinks. So opt more for the hot drinks than cold. Number 7, try to rest well. If you have these painful periods at times, even if not so painful, but when they really give you this discomfort, try to have some rest. It will be helpful. Don't overstress your body because it's already stressed. So try to rest enough. This will be helpful. Hygiene, this is very important. You have to be hygienic. At least change your sanitary towels every 6 hours or 4 hours, depending. Don't leave them for more than 8 hours like that. Some people can go with one sanitary towel from the morning till evening. It's not so good, my dear sister, because it can cause you other infections. So be hygienic as well. This will be very, very helpful. Diet. So most times, some people, when they have the periods, they have a very low appetite. Please, even if you have a low appetite, try as much as possible to force yourself to eat. Opt for those foods that give you the craving. So go for those foods that really are delicious to you, I can't say. So this will help to balance your body, because some people even get some diarrhea when they have periods, because there is more motion of the abdominal muscles, and the intestines are large, so there is more motion, like they contract more as well during that time. So some people can get some bit of diarrhea. So imagine you have some bit of that feeling and you're not eating, meaning you're going to get weak. So try to eat even if you don't have the appetite to eat. Then also, why you should also try to eat as much as possible. Some people get dizzy. Remember, you're losing blood. So try to eat, because some people get dizzy. You may get dizzy, never know where you may be. You may just find yourself in hospital. Yeah, because maybe you fainted or because of the dizziness. So please try to drink enough. We all have different challenges during that time. You basically know what affects you. So just try to manage it within those limits. So the other thing is, if you have any infections like UTIs, or like, for example, if you have a pelvic inflammatory disease, please try to seek medication, get proper treatment for these infections, because they are some of the causes of painful periods. You may have the intense pain that you get, not because your periods are not normal, but because you have an underlying illness, as we discussed last time. So if you have anything of the kind, any infection, please treat it so that you don't have that much pain or you don't have that discomfort. So basically, that's what I wanted to share with you today. Hope it will be helpful to you. Otherwise, take good care of yourselves. Have self-love, be determined, work hard, keep positive, and always love yourself, because you cannot love others if you don't love yourselves. Yeah. Have a good time. God bless you. Bye-bye.